Okay, welcome to part four of Hobo Heroes. I was just talking about the family and her, how they treated my wife, and they pretty much abused her. My wife went through a lot. Uh, you know, with especially with her mother. Like literally, like her mother um, took out all these loans and basically indebted her to the banks and these gangsters. Also, like my wife was working in Wahin as a waitress, and she was sending money back home to her mother to pay off the mortgage. Guess what happened? Surprise! Yeah, we all know what happened. Nothing. It didn't happen. Nothing happened. Her mother took the money and just spent it. So my wife, prior to me meeting her, almost lost a home because her mother decided not to pay the mortgage for one whole year. For one whole year, that mortgage was not paid. So was behind on the eight ball. Um, that was her biggest, thing. And I'm like, how's this possible? And not only did she didn't pay the mortgage, like she said, she sold her her motorbike to pay off other gambling debts. She sold all the furniture in the house, the TV, everything. When my wife came back to that house, it was completely empty. It had barely anything in it because her mother is a financial disaster. Yeah. And even then, my wife was still dedicated to taking care of her mom. Even though her mother financially enslaved her, has basically put her in critical risk with gangsters and her daughter. And I had explained this to him, like, you don't understand what's going on. You don't understand that at any time these gangsters come for you, they come for you. And I'm not there all the time to protect you. Like, I'm not there in Thailand now, so I don't know what happens if I don't get a call from you in a couple of days. I got to figure out what's going on. And now I got to hunt you down like Red October. And I got to go to find out who's responsible. And her mother's going to be like, Same thing if she takes your daughter, June. You don't think they won't enslave a young Thai girl into being a bar girl or a sex slave? They will have her virginity up to the highest bidder in no time. That information should make you angry. It should make you disgusted with your mother, with her piss poor behavior. But it took her a while to see it. It took her a while. For the first time, she just wasn't getting it because she was programmed. And she was programmed to obey. She was programmed to obey. If her mother needed money, she had to go get it. If her father needed money, she had to go get it. If her brother needed money, she had to go get it. And it didn't matter. Like, she told me there's days where she would have nothing to eat because she would send all her money to her family. She would be supporting them. And she would have to beg people for food. She didn't beg them for money. She was begging them for food. She'd have to go to a friend or one of the girls who worked in the bar with her or a restaurant and go, oh, I need money. Can you give me 7-Eleven so I can eat noodles? They abused her. And then if any day she did not send money when her mother asked, her mother would give her an attitude. Why don't you have the money? Why don't you have the money? I need the money right now. You need to give me the money. Give me the money. Why don't you have? It's like, no business. I didn't get no money today. There's no customers in the restaurant. And her mother did not care. Did not care. Her daughter is starving herself to death. Drinking herself to death. She was on the verge of suicide prior to me meeting her. She was on the verge of suicide because she was drinking herself to death. She just wanted to end her life. She thought that she was a useless person because she didn't have enough to take care of herself and her daughter, let alone her family. She was barely surviving. And when I met her, she saw something, but she wasn't too sure. She told me, she said, I saw something into you. I thought that maybe you were my savior, but I wasn't too sure. I wasn't too sure because, you know, it seemed like you might be here just for fun and then you leave. But I told her no. I'm like, I was divorced, you know, earlier on in my early 40s, and, you know, I get that out the way. I'm in my 50s now. I want to settle down. I want a nice, good woman, and I'm looking to start a new family. I'm absolutely serious about that. As long as you're on my team and you go with my programming, you will never have anything to worry about it. And it took her a while to figure that out. It took her a while to trust me and relent and give in and submit. But submit she did. And that's what most men want. They want a woman to submit to their programming. I'm not saying everything I do is 100%. I make some wrong turns in life. But even when I'm wrong, and she challenged me on it, I let her challenge me. She's not supposed to be docile. If I'm wrong, oh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It's in my nature to be an egotistical SOB. It's in my nature. I get it. You know, because my birth signs are Leo and my Chinese astrological signs are Ox. Two creatures that are going to be stubborn as hell. And that's me. But I'm growing to be better. I'm trying to be a better person. And it's good to have a woman like my wife that helps me to be that way. I see her changing. I see her growing. And she's being a better person. We're being a better people together. And she understands like how her family's treating her, and like how her, even now it's still sort of a semi-abusive relationship with them, because her brother lost his wife, his girlfriend, fiance, lost his job, you know, needed a place to stay, so he was crashing at the house for a while, and I got tired of that shit. He's done. I'm like, he has his own house. Go to his own house. But he was afraid of the gangsters, because he, just like his mother, has a problem with borrowing money from gangsters. So I found out he was not sleeping in his house because he was afraid of the gangsters coming to get him to get the money. So he knew that our house was safe because it's a gated community and they can't get in there without getting through a security guard. But I said, enough of that. That's enough. I'm like, you can come over to eat. He has borrowed my wife's motorbike, so now my wife don't have a motorbike because he's using it to go to work. So he found a new job, and he's using the motorbike to get to point A to point B. But, you know, when I was there, my wife asked for the motorbike one time to go so we can go do some things. We had to go to the doctor and check on the baby and then pick up some things. And he gave her an attitude as if it was his motorbike. And I was like, what? I'm like, why is he giving you attitude about the bike? He's going to be at work all day. We're going to take the bike. Well, when are you going to bring it back? Don't matter when I bring it back. It's our bike. It's our bike. But gave her a serious attitude. And I told her, just take the bike away from him. Just take it from him. You know what? He don't appreciate it. Take the bike from him. Because no matter what you do for them, they never appreciate it. Never enough. And then finally, after everything, he was like, oh, well, I'm sorry for the way I've acted. I didn't mean to, blah, blah, blah. The hell out of here. The hell out of here. No appreciated. Unappreciative. It's not what you did for me now. It's not what you did for me yesterday. It's what you're doing for me today. That's their attitude. Yeah, I know you did this for me yesterday, but what are you doing for me today? You ain't doing anything today? Now there's a problem. But I'm not saying that everybody who has a Thai wife is going to go through this experience. The problem is, I think it's a condition of poor Thai or impoverished Thai people. I think once you get to the middle class and upper classes, it becomes a lot less of a problem because, well, they already have money, so they're not really, But my wife, she comes from a poor family. They're not rich. they were, coming back to the mother again, prior to her dad, prior to meeting her mom, he had a great business, multiple employees, he had a house, he had land, he had multiple cows. After he met her, he has none of that. He has a struggling financial business. He no longer has a house. He has to sell that. Land gone. And the cows gone. All because of his wife. The moral of the story is, getting the wrong woman is a detriment to any man. It is a detriment. Make sure you get the right woman, because the wrong woman can cost you everything. 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 And this woman cost him everything. But this man is truly in love with her, because no matter what happens, he's 100% loyal. And I see men in Thailand. I know men in Thailand. Most of them would have been gone. They would have been like, see ya. Thai men leave Thai women on lesser stuff. They can leave a Thai woman on just, I'm bored, and move on. It doesn't matter if they have a kid with her. Oh, she's pregnant? Time for me to get the hell out of here. There's a lot of them that's nothing more than a Pookie and a Ray Ray. But this man is dedicated to his woman. And she is a tragic disaster. But he's dedicated to her. And I admire him for her. But that ain't me. And I told my wife, I'm like, I'm not your father. I'm not weak. I'm not some weak man that's going to roll over and have you do with my wallet is what you will. I'm in control of this money. I made it. I tell you what to do with it. And if I don't like what you're doing with it, I stop. I turn the faucet off. See? That's it. No more cash flow until you get back on board. And that's how it works. But that's my whole rant with that. But it's good to have a woman that's like, who syncs up with you. And it took a while for her to sync up with me, but she's on board with that now. And she literally is like, whatever happens, she tells me immediately. Something happens, there's a problem, or there's a situation. She keeps no secrets from me. She hides nothing. She hides nothing. I am well aware of what's going on. I'm well aware of what any conversation she has with her mom, I know about it immediately. Any conversations she has with her family members, her aunts and uncles, or whatever, whomever, I know about it immediately. As soon as it happens, she texts me right away. And I told her, I'm like, you can call if somebody's bothering you, something's stressing you out, or you're dealing with some issues, you could call me, video FaceTime me anytime during the day or night. Wake me up. Unless I'm working. If I'm on a call or whatever, then I can't answer you right then. But after that call, I will call you right back, and we will deal with that problem together. And she appreciates that. She appreciates that I have her back, support her. I support her financially and emotionally. You know, and that's what she's looking for. She was looking for an anchor. She was looking for stability, and I provided that. And in return, she gives me what I like, what I want. Family, you know, culture, a partner that's on my team, that's willing to look out for my best interest. Not their best interest, my best interest. Yeah. So I'm going to end it, this part 4, with my little, rant with my family. I'm very lucky to get a good woman such as my wife. We have our problems like anybody, but we work through them. I find that being a strong-willed person helps, because if I was not strong-willed, I would probably, within a couple of years, I'd be broke dealing with this family. And I had no intention of that. I had no intention of working hard and to just throw it all away on nonsensical nonsense. You got a lot of these men that go to Thailand and get the wrong woman and become broke and destitute because they are soft, weak-willed men. There's nothing more than just a simp. And it shows. They were soft and weak-willed when they were here in America, and they're soft and weak-willed over there. And Thai women ain't nothing to screw with. Don't ever take them for granted, or you'll pay the price. Always be in control of your own destiny. Always be in control of your path. Always be in control, more importantly, of your money. It's your money. Women throughout the world are a dime a dozen because they outnumber us 3-1. I've traveled to Colombia, Peru, Guatemala, Mexico, Santo Domingo, Taiwan, Philippines, Thailand, in search of a good woman. You're not going to find it on your first one, second one, third one. It takes multiple failures. And every bad situation that happened was a lesson. They teach you. So now you know not to do that. But there's some men that go there and most of you go there for the wrong reasons. And then the other part of you, the other few of you go there with your eyes closed. You don't know how to open your eyes. You're too trusting, or you're too weak. A few of us who get it right go there because you've been burned a couple times. You know what to look out for. Your eyes are open, and you know how to behave. If you go there with right intention, with good intentions, you're going to get positive results. If you go there with bad intentions, that's how it is. And trust me, I know. When I first started, I was a sex tourist too. I was nothing more than a sex monger because I was free of a relationship, and all I wanted to do was go out there and conquer as many women I could. But once I got that hoe out of my system, settle down. It's like, okay, I got that out of my system. I don't need that anymore. You know, I'm a young 50-something-year-old man. It's time to settle down, get back on board with my planning, find a new wife, and settle down and get married, and create a family, and create stability and a legacy. Not in America. I have children in America. They're doing great. I don't really need to they have a great opportunity here. If they can't make it here, they can't make it anywhere. But I know that my life is not going to be in America when I retire. My life, America is just means to an end. It's just to make money and then take that money with me to where I'm going to retire, Thailand, when I retire. And that's it. That's it. I'm not going to throw away my citizenship because that blue passport is a very powerful thing. It's a very powerful gift, that blue passport. That blue passport opened the doors to a lot of places that you couldn't go with a lot of other passports. So it would be stupid there. But at the end of the day, I know that this is just work. I'm here just for work, and that's it. Once I retire, I know I have a life somewhere else that's waiting for me, ready to go. I know there's people like, all you're going to do is take care of her, and then one day she's just going to leave you, and you'll be destitute. I'll be the first to tell you that I always have a plan B. Rule number 1, never invest more than you're willing to lose. That's always smart money. So, Daddy's never worried about losing or being broke. I grew up poor. I know what poverty is, and I have no intention of doing that again. That's why you set yourself up for success. Even if there's a chance of failure, always have a plan B. Some people never think about plan B. They just think they're going to win on the first shot. Always have a backup to a backup. That's what makes you successful. There's nothing wrong with failure. You just got to have a plan for failure. Have a plan for failure. And then have another plan just in case. So, to all those who are listening to the end, as always, let's be good to do good. And again, see you next time on another exciting episode of Hobo Hero.